Hey guys, Brennan Fry here.
Tony DiPaolo.
And I don't know if you guys have heard, we've been working on a fully automated system for National Well Center over the past, 2 months?
Over 2 months, absolutely.
Yeah. And we're just now ready to, we're getting ready to launch. And we're going to give you guys a sneak peek.
Basically, yeah, you get a sneak peek into our system, exactly how it works and how you can have your business on 100% complete autopilot. We get you all the sales. We're guaranteeing your success. Yeah, we have a guarantee in there. And like I said, getting you all the sales. This is your chance to get a sneak peek, see what it's all about. And the big thing here is you can be on ground floor opportunity here, because we're going to give you a chance to get on a list to be one of the first people to get in there as soon as we open the doors. And we're literally going to be launching in about 10 days from now.
10 days.
So a week and a half from the time of this shooting here. So this is your chance. You know, we just want to give you a heads up. So if you want to be at the ground floor, something that's going to be really big and go viral very fast, this is it.
Yeah. So the following video, we're going to show you a little bit more about the system, and so you get a sneak peek at it and decide if it's what you want to do and what you want to use to automate your business.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you on the inside, guys.
Take care.
Hear us?
Yeah, you guys let us know you can hear us okay.
I know what's going on. There we go. Good deal.
Yes, Yusuf, what's up, buddy?
Feels like it's been a while since we've done this. It's just been 1 week.
Yeah, we missed 1 week,
weeks.
and it's like, yeah, it's like we're rusty, and it's only been a week, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Donnie. What's up, Benny?
Got another Benny there.
On the wrong side.
Keith over here. All right.
Yeah, we switch sides from time to time.
Yeah. Well, at least we got the right name over each of us, you know.
That's true.
So, yeah, how do you guys like it? The webinar company here has like a waiting room for you now. So
yeah.
Now while you're waiting, at least you know, and this is perfect timing too, because once we launch RPM, you know, we're going to be sending our people, our prospects, to it every week. So they're going to be in a waiting room saying, you know, hang tight, you know, we'll start shortly and so forth. Hey, there's Greg Molina. What's up, Greg?
I noticed on our end now that the chat boxes, or the attendee box is in a different area.
Oh, wait a second. You know what? It's like it was before now, where it doesn't have the chat, the whole length of the screen.
Yeah. So they just
remember
moved
last time it was the whole length of the screen?
Yeah.
It's like they changed it back, unless it's something that we got to play with.
Yeah.
Wonder. Okay, we'll get started in just a second here. Okay, people are coming in now. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a couple minutes because I know we'll have some people coming in late.
Yeah. You're on the wrong side. Well, it shows me on the left, and that's how I used to be. No, thought so.
I've looked at some of the replays, and it seems like we just switch sides each time.
I wonder if it's a matter of like who gets in first or who's letting who in. But usually it's you sending me the invite. I usually tell you to let me in, so I don't know. Sometimes it's like there's no rhyme or reason to this thing, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we might as well get started.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, guys. If you guys are on a cell phone, calling in from a phone, you're not going to really be able to see our updates, because we're going to show you an on-screen view of what we've accomplished so far with the RPM system. But again, you'll be able to watch the recording. This will be recorded. It's actually being recorded already, so you know, you guys will be able to plug into that later on the training site.
Yeah. So tonight we want to cover the updates, obviously, but if you guys are like just joined us, probably, you know, I had several guys join today. So if you guys are completely new and you don't know anything about RPM, we've got complete workshops on that. You can look at our previous workshops. We both have a section on our training sites for our live training, so you can go back and look at the replay of that. And since we're talking about that, if you don't know, Tony is Team Destiny, and I founded Team Elite Domination. And the reason why you see us both on these workshops is because we've decided to come together and do our webinars together and training together. And actually, we share each other's resources. We share each other's team training pages, websites. So we're basically all working together here. So that's why you have both of us on this workshop. You want to let them know where we're at, Tony? How we're coming along?
Okay, well, you got you have all the stuff at your fingertips there, but yeah, we've made a lot of progress, you guys, over the past week. And just to let you know, we've been holding off on recording our presentation. We've made a change. I don't think we knew this 2 weeks ago. No. So Brandon's actually coming out to Arizona next week, and that's only a few hours away from Las Vegas here. So we're actually going to meet in person and do our presentation together. So instead of doing a webinar format, 2,000 miles away from each other, we'll be next to each other. It'll look a lot more professional. We're either going to meet somewhere halfway or somewhere in Arizona or here. Not sure yet, but we're going to do the presentation actually probably a week from tomorrow. Okay, so we're a week out for that, and basically a week after that, we're looking at an estimated guesstimation as far as launching, probably a week and a half. So maybe a week from this Friday, we're going to aim for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, 2 weeks from this Friday.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
So aiming for. So that's keyword aiming for.
Yeah, I mean, it could be sooner, it could be after. The thing is, Brandon's going to be in Arizona for a few days after we record, doing some things on his own, so we won't be able to really get back to it until that Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, once I get back here, I'll start editing the audio and video, and we'll be putting up. There's a lot of stuff. Once y'all see this presentation, you understand what I mean. But there's a lot of little things we're putting into it, so it's going to take a little bit to edit it. But when I get back, I can start hammering that out and getting that ready. But yeah, guys, sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I mean, it's going to be a lot better than it originally was as far as our presentation. Oh, yeah. We're going to have testimonials in the very beginning. And then we'll give our presentation. We're going to do a slideshow, like a PowerPoint slideshow with all the benefits, explaining the RPM system, and then more testimonials, and then we'll come back live and kind of close the deal out, all in the presentation there. Not sure how long it's going to be. It's going to we're just going to have to see, how long it goes. But yeah, but it's going to be a lot better, a lot more professional than originally planned.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking we're going to be standing out in the desert heat.
Yeah, I know. It's probably going to be 110 degrees. It's already 100 in Vegas, and it's 10 degrees warmer out there. So
yeah, it's cool, dude. Okay, guys, so let me go ahead and get into. I'm going to actually share my desktop here, something we haven't done before on here, but we just tested it out and it worked great. So, Tony, will you tell them how they need to maximize their screen?
Yeah. So you guys, what you need to do. Okay, right now is take your cursor and move it in the address bar of Brandon's address bar, okay? And you'll see there'll be a little thing that pops up, and it'll have an expansion where you maximize, and then it'll maximize the screen. So go ahead and do that so that we can all see the entire screen. We want you to see what we're looking at. So just move your cursor right next to it, the address that Brandon's on there, and it'll pop up to maximize.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's see, Brian's using an app. Hopefully, still be able to do that. I don't know if you're using an app. I don't know if it'll be able to maximize or not.
Yeah.
But we'll try to scroll down too, just in case, just to show you. I don't know if you guys can see. We changed the capture page a little bit.
And by the way, guys, on the recording, this should be all on my screen. So I think on the recording, you'll be able to see this perfectly.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it's well, you go ahead and what you were saying, Tony.
No, I was just saying, if you guys remember, the last time we showed you the capture page, well, we made a little change, but it's really a big change. You can see the giant letters there. It's just guaranteed. We'll explain that in a minute, but this is just really eye-catchy. We intentionally made it yellow, just like the six-figure incomes. It's going to be subliminal. They're going to see six-figure incomes guaranteed. Of course, we're not guaranteeing six-figure incomes, but that's what's going to catch their eyes and make them read the rest of this capture page. So
Right.
it's just way, way better than it was when we were going back and forth, kind of see the difference, and it's just way catchier now. And then the part that we took out, we put at the bottom. So I don't know if you could scroll down more, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom.
Oh, are you okay? We can't see it.
Okay.
But at least I can on my system. But the where it says revolutionary new system has changed the game forever. That's now at the bottom below the form instead of where the guaranteed was.
Right.
So.
Yep. And we spent a lot of time talking about this, working on this.
Yeah, going back and forth, back and forth. But the bottom line is, you guys, the big difference and what we've changed over the next couple of weeks is we're now stressing the fact that we are guaranteeing success. And the way we're doing that is real simple. Nothing's changed except for the fact that, the bottom line is if you stay in the RPM system, you're going to get sales. It's that simple. Whether it's first time around, second or third time around that purchasing that rotation, you're eventually going to get a sale. And if you get a sale, you're having success. So we figured, well, heck, we might as well just say, hey, we're guaranteeing success. And then we're going to stress that in the presentation, that as long as you stay in the system, it is guaranteed that you will have success. Okay, this is huge, huge.
And it's like we've talked about, Tony, before. It's like a self-fulfilling what did you say?
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, because the fact that we're saying it's guaranteed is going to get more people to join, which in return makes it a guaranteed people are going to join. So
exactly.
Yeah. So it's like
by saying it, it becomes it, basically.
Right.
So that's exactly. So we just increased the conversions by who knows what percent, and in return, what's happening is more people are going to succeed. That's simple.
Exactly. So okay, that's the capture page, and then we may still be making some adjustments to the landing page, but we wanted to get it to a place where y'all could kind of see what it's going to look like. So this is what we've been working on the past, for what, 2 weeks, Tony?
Since the last time. Yeah, that's why we didn't do a webinar last week. So
yeah. So okay, guys. First of all, this video, if you can see the video here, is not going to be the video that's there. I don't know who that guy is.
I don't know this guy. It can't be me. There's no beard.
Yeah. So let me actually restart the page so you can see the video starts automatically, and this is going to be our presentation video, obviously. But right off the bat, your success is guaranteed, stamped on like a guaranteed stamp. Watch videos to learn how. And they're going to watch our presentation video here. We're going to have, like Tony said, the testimonial videos in the beginning, and then we're going to go over the system in great detail to explain to them how we can guarantee the results, how we're getting the results, everything that goes into it. And then below, you'll see right underneath the video, the first fully automated system generating 100% success on 100% autopilot. Scroll down, and this is the part that we're, this is the part right here that's going to set us apart. We've actually got a company overview right here, and if you guys know, tell me if you can see that, Tony.
Well, you want to go up a little bit more now. Okay. Keep going.
See the overview?
Okay, well, yeah, but it says, we can see National Wealth Center overview, but it's in the middle of the screen. You can barely see the thumbnails.
Okay. But guys, this right here, as you know, National Wealth Center just came out with new videos, and they didn't do one big presentation video. What they did was they split it up into 5 different videos, which is actually kind of cool because really they're shorter videos, and people don't feel like they're sitting there waiting all day to watch one video. And they can also choose, like, let's say somebody is more product based. They can go in here and look at the products, and I'm gonna have to scroll down just to.
Yeah,
they can go through. They go through here and. Let's say they want to learn about the products. They just go in here, click the products, and it's going to go into Marcus Taylor. He recorded this for National Wealth Center. Close that out. And so if somebody's product-based, they can go in here and look at the products. If they're more interested in the compensation plan and what they can make with it, they just click on the compensation plan here, pulls up, and it's going to go over the compensation plan. You can click anywhere to get out of it, or you can click that X. So we've got each of the videos in here, the benefits, which goes over the savings package. we didn't record these videos. I just made these new thumbnails and added the code to do this. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be something people have never seen before, a 3D carousel inside of
Yeah,
a
it's pretty
landing
cool.
page. So
And
that
you
one thing
guys
there.
can't. It's not. I don't know if it's probably working good for you, Brandon. But you guys, it turns really like kind of swiftly and smooth. Right now, it doesn't
Oh,
show that. At least not on my screen. It's kind of jagged. Like when you do it, it's slow
oh,
motion.
okay, yeah,
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 because of the delay. But it's
yeah.
really slick, you guys. It's so cool. So I personally have never seen this on any type of a capture page or sales page, sales funnel. And you guys, this is the same exact thing that you're going to have available too in your replicating site. I mean, this is just professional as it gets, in my opinion. We do want to get your opinion in a minute when we close
Yeah,
this out. I want all you guys to kind of
yeah.
chime in there and let us know your opinion on what you think. Brandon did these thumbnails. The picture on each of these thumbnails is Brandon's design. The only thing we
It's
took is,
closely mimicked to the National Well Center
yeah,
one, but yeah, it's definitely unique. So, but yeah, okay, let's go to the bottom of the page, and then basically secure your future now. And we've got and guys, one of the ways we're going to filter through people and make sure they're serious before they keep on moving through the funnel and get to your join link is we'll have stuff like this at the bottom of the page here. By clicking secure your future now, you're committing to joining the business and getting started with us today for a minimum of $34.95. The system will walk you through every step of getting started in building your online business. Once inside, you will have full access to the RPM system, which will automate your business, as well as our exclusive training and resources valued at over $2,000. We look forward to seeing you on the inside. That, hopefully they'll read that right there
by
and
the way,
they'll
we
see.
can't see that, Brandon. So you guys, that's
I thought
below.
you might not be
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to.
it's a little bit below, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's right there on that page, right, right below there, exactly.
Yeah, I wonder if I can do this and you can see it. Can you see that?
Oh, now we can see it. Yeah, yeah, okay,
Okay,
perfect.
maybe I should do that. And I'll go back through this. Okay. All right, maybe that's better. So that's at the bottom of the page. And so that is the main landing page right there. And then we're going to have a secondary page. After they click there, they're not through. That's not when they go to your join link. Once they're
Right.
through there, they're going to click secure your future now. And then they're going to go into another page where we're going to shoot a video. And this is what we were waiting on, and now we're not waiting on it anymore. But a walkthrough video on signing up and getting started. And
Right.
Tony's going to be shooting that video.
Yeah, and the thing is, what we're going to stress is that to not click the button to get started unless they're
Yes.
going to spend at least $34.95. We're going to stress that, and we're going to even tell them they're going to have to check a box
Yep.
saying, yes, I understand that if I do not sign up, I'm kicked out of the system for 30 days. We're going to tell them that their IP address is tracked, and if you click the button to sign up and you don't sign up, you can't join for another 30 days. And the reason we're doing that is because of the rotation. Because it's going to pop up your screen, and if somebody doesn't pay, what happens is it takes you out of the rotation, and you didn't get a payment. You got a free sign up. So,
Right.
of course, we will have our own way of handling that, putting you back in the system to get your sign up, but we're trying to avoid that, obviously, at all, as much as possible. So
Yeah.
we're giving them several opportunities before they actually click yes, get me started.
Right. And so, okay, that's that. And so, yeah, we still got that one more page to build. We obviously need to shoot the video to put right here. And then we've already got the rotator program, which y'all don't even have to worry about any of that. I mean, really, you don't even have to worry about any of this. We just want you to see it. But yeah, I mean, if it's going to be fully automated, so you pay your money, you're in, wipe your hands off, you're done. And we handle the rest. And one thing Tony and I wanted to stress, and we'll continue to stress this so you know about it, but since we're gonna be doing all the marketing for you, I mean, we're gonna be doing YouTube videos, other paid advertising that y'all don't have to worry about, as well as just running this thing, and answering some emails here and there and stuff. We're also gonna be doing workshops, and all of our workshops after this RPM launches, every single weekly workshop. Now, if we have something we want to bring up to the team, we'll set a different date or something to do a workshop or training on that. But every week, every Tuesday, we're going to be having RPM webinars where we're actually going to bring on all the people on the RPM list and bring them onto the workshop and, you know, just beat them over the head with this and get them in. So all we ask is that you guys come to those workshops, is, you know, if you can, get on the workshops and just talk about RPM, talk about the business, talk about how you love it. Don't ask questions on those workshops, but just say stuff like, you know, just talk about how awesome it is, you know.
Yeah, just be like, you know, RPM rocks. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. Just have all good stuff. And what's going to happen is, we talked about this today, is once the people are in the system now, we're going to have an RPM link on our training site, and we're going to actually, Brandon and I actually do a video, you know, to kind of get people started in the RPM system. And all the newbies coming in from the RPM sales funnel, we're going to tell them at that point, since they're already in, we're going to say the only thing we ask of you is get on our weekly webinars if you're available, and just get in that chat box and just say good things the whole time. And it's just going to make it that much better when we're doing our weekly opportunity webinars, you know. And it's really pretty slick, because they're going to get involved and they're going to say, oh, that's why it was so good, you know. And it's just going to get, every week's going to get more and more people talking good about the RPM system, which is going to cause it to get better and better and better and gain more and more momentum naturally.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So another thing we wanted to talk about, I saw a question pop up about the cost. We went over that in our previous workshops for RPM.
You oh, sorry, Brandon, can you back out so I can see some of the checks? I can't see.
Yeah, let me get out of this really quick.
Or maybe actually I could just shrink it and see. You know.
I'll just get out of it because I think I've pretty much shown everything here.
Oh, okay. Actually, no, I should have. I just shrank it and I'm fine. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything else here to show anyway. But so somebody did just ask a question about how much it cost. Like I said, we cover everything in great detail, but in a nutshell, it's $59 to get into the system, and that puts your join link. Actually, all you need to do is give us your username with National Wealth Center. And we'll put you in the rotation for it. We drive all the traffic for you. You don't have to worry about any of that. And in fact, you're not even paying for the traffic. You're paying for basically a sale. So you'll be in the rotation for 2 weeks, and you know, we expect you to get that sale in the 2 weeks. If for some reason you don't get a sale in that 2 weeks, you can get back in right away for $39, right? Yeah, $39.
$39. But the important thing is, yeah, you keep your same position in the rotation. So if you were only 5 away from getting a sale, you'll be able to keep that spot, and you know you're going to get a sale in the next day or two. Now, if you get a sale before the 14 days, you're out. Okay, so it's either 14 days or a sale, whichever's first. Okay, so that's the key there.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, and a lot of guys, if you're thinking in far as dollars and everything, this is incredible. This is incredible. I mean, we're doing everything for you, and you can't get a sale that cheap anywhere else. You just can't. I mean, you may be able to, but not on a regular basis. Not
the bottom line is, Brandon. The bottom line is, even if you're building this business off $25 sales, you'll still get into profit at, you know, just because it's residual income. But we're actually going to sell this thing on the presentation. You know, we're going to sell it for all. You know, try to get into all 3 levels, because when you get in, a big percentage of people jump in all 3 right from the get-go. Okay, so you're looking at a potential $175 per month, just, you know, right out the gate for each sale. Not counting if they get into the big ticket, which we're going to we're going to hit the big ticket once they're in. We're going to hit that on our training. You know.
Right. So guys, any feedback so far? We're going to get into some other stuff, but any feedback on anything you've seen so far?
Yeah, let us know what
positive or negative. It's just us
here. Constructive criticism, anything, guys. We want to hear it. We've been staring at this so much that we need some outsiders' opinions. The capture page, the landing page. What do you guys think? Good, bad, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Cooper said looks good.
Looks good. We got a lot of people that are on phones calling in, so
yeah. Those look great, really professional.
Okay.
Can I see the bottom of it? Yeah. Let me see if the bottom of the capture page, Yusuf.
Yes, bottom of the capture page. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the bottom right there. This revolutionary systems change the game forever.
Yeah, Tony asked, so you took out the phone number to increase opt-ins. Yeah, absolutely. Because guys, the whole thing of this, the whole point of it is fully automated, so no reason to have phone numbers. You know.
Yeah, because when you have no phone field, you're going to get a higher opt-in rate, and naturally, yeah, Brandon and I are doing all the selling, but we sure as heck aren't going to pick up the phone and dial
Call thousands and thousands of people.
every opt-in that comes in.
Yeah.
But you guys, when you have your own version of this sales funnel, if you opt to have your own version of the sales funnel, we'll have two identical pages like this, one with a phone field and one without. So if you want to use a phone field, you'll be able to. Okay.
Right. So could a customer have multiple sponsors if they get in at 175? No. I don't. No, you would never have multiple sponsors. If they get in at 25 and they upgrade later, then they're still yours.
Yeah, I mean, you might be paying somebody else. If you get somebody in and you're only in at the 25 and they come in at 175, you're going to be their sponsor. But of course, the 50 and 100 is going to pass you up because you're not in. So the payment's going to go to somebody else, but you're always going to be their sponsor. And that's how National Wealth Center operates. Period. So.
Benny mentioned the video section looks great. Can you throw a drop shadow on the pics? So are you talking about the thumbnail pics? Because they do have a drop shadow and you may not be able to see it. Okay, you may not be able to see it, and I can actually add to that drop shadow.
What is it? The
drop shadow, the gradient under here. It actually has one. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Can you see it right here?
Talking about where it pops up?
There's just a shadow, a light shadow right there.
Oh, okay. I can see it a little bit.
Okay, you may not be able to see it as well there, but more so when you look at it in real life. But Benny, let me know after you see it in real life. Well, actually, guys, here, do this. This is not where the page is going to be, so it doesn't even matter. But if you go to rpm.brandonfry.net, that's where we've got the development that's where the landing page is for the development for development purposes. So if you wanted to look in there and you have any suggestions that you think will be useful, now don't just send me a bunch of emails saying Brandon looks great. But if you have something that you think really needs to be brought up, send me an email, send Tony an email, and we'll look at it.
Keith Campbell, how many spots can you purchase in the rotation? You're allowed to purchase one new rotation per week. So you can have potentially have up to 4 in there in a month. Because if you go to 2 weeks without and for some reason don't get a sale, you'll be able to repurchase that position, but you'll also be able to add in another spot for the $59. Okay, so it's one new spot, one $59 rotation per week. That's the max. Okay, and then of course after 2 weeks you can renew for $39 on the current spot.
Yusuf asked a good question. Can you add "we get you" the signups? I like that wording.
Yeah, that's big. I guess that's
basically what we're saying.
But at the same time, we know how people are, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really got to spell things out. Yeah, let us think about that. That's a good point, Yusuf. Let us think about that, because the thing is, we don't want to smother the page with too much, but we don't want to take something out that's in there now either to replace it. The 100% autopilot, you would think that kind of says it, but fully automated system. But
Tony, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I think that's something we'll have to look at. But I like it. I like that wording. Tony asks, so after the 59, then a 39, assuming no sale within 2 weeks. After 39, we just wait until a sale is finally made. I doubt you're going to have to wait that long.
Yeah, the $39. Every entry is for 2 weeks or a sale. So if you come in for the 59, 2 weeks go by and you're like, I want to keep my spot. You go in for $39. 2 weeks go by and you didn't get a sale. Well, there's probably there's a problem there, but you would have to renew again to get out of this, to stay in the system at your current spot. Keep in mind now. Here's the important thing. Keep in mind you're going to know where you're at. It's fully transparent. You're going to be able to see where you're at in the rotation, how far away you are from a sale. You can go in there daily and count how many sales we're generating, because you can just simply see how many. If you're 30 away, the next day you're 20 away, that means we're generating 10 sales a day. So you'll be able to get an idea of how, where you're at, if it's worth it to you to repurchase or not. But I don't really see it going past the 39, the 4-week period. But we'll see. But we can't guarantee. We can't say you just stay in, because you guys, that's where all these other automated systems fail. Okay. It works against you. We can't guarantee that. Otherwise, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. It'll work for a while, and then it'll just collapse all on its own down the road. So you need to keep it to where there's always new monies coming in to fund it, to keep it going.
Right. Margaret asked, this is until we get our first 4, right? So after the thing about it is, with this system, is that a lot of people, even newbies, people that are brand new to the industry, they're going to come in and they're going to get plugged in. And they may be the people that never could get a sign up on their own before, for whatever reason. They come in and they get their first 1 or 2 signups using this, and they're not gonna be able to help themselves but go out and tell their friends and family and everybody on Facebook. So you're really going to be able to market on the side as well, as having this. And we're also going to have a replicated systems where you can replicate this capture page and have the exact same funnel, except it's only going to you.
Yeah, right? Meaning, you're building your own list. You'll have all the same preloaded messages, except you're building your own list. But to answer the question, Margaret, no, originally we had a different view on how we were going to handle with 2 different funnels, and it got real crazy. No, you'll be able to stay in this as many sales as you want. Once you get your 4, you could still, it's one entry per week, period.
Yeah. And that just keeps somebody from ordering, 20 shares.
Right. Well, that's exactly it. So this way, once you get your 4, you're still allowed to stay in the system, because it's not like you're buying big blocks of 20 rotations. You're just buying 1 per week. So it's going to be self-sustainable on its own. So there's no max. Yep.
Cool. Trisha said 100% success is good enough, I think. Can't get any better than 100%. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, as far as, that's a good comment that Yusuf had with, we get your signups. What's the thing about, you would think that they would look at it and that's what it means.
You never know.
And then, of course, once they watch our presentation, they're going to really know what we're doing.
Yeah, because we are going to say that in the presentation.
Right. We're explaining the whole system in it.
Yeah, and the main reason why, we have this text even here is in case, those people, they opt in and they go,
yeah, they scroll down right away.
What's the price on this thing? And all it's going to say is secure your future now. But, yeah, so. Tony said, this really separates Team Elite Domination and Team Destiny from any other team in NWC. Thanks for all your hard work. Great. Thanks, Tony. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And no other teams out there are going to have this. And, and here's a good thing to, this is just, we never really considered this, but we thought about it. We were like, man, if we open this up to everybody in NWC, that'd be crazy. But we would never ever do that, because that totally steals our thunder. That steals the thunder from Team Elite Domination. It wouldn't be worth it. So this is an incredible tool to have that nobody else has. And you show people this, they're gonna be like, what? and here's another good thing is, when me and Tony are marketing this thing on YouTube, it's gonna have its own YouTube channel and everything. When we're out there marketing this thing, we're gonna tell people, if they want to use this, you got to go through the funnel yourself. And those signups are not going to me and Tony. I mean, unless we're in there and we're paying for it, but they're going to go to you guys. So it markets for the whole team. So.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. We have suggest a woman in a 3rd chair on the beach in the future. Yeah, well, yeah, just to show, I guess, show like some sexiness that yeah, we're getting ladies or whatever. I guess I see
Yeah.
your view there. That is, it is appealing for a lot of people. I could tell them about the Sarah on the left.
No, let's not do that. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's,
we'll think about that. For right now, I think we're good. Let's see.
yeah, because the whole point of it was to say that these two average guys went from zero, literally. We started from nothing, no list or anything. Went to six-figure
Yeah,
incomes just over 6 months systematically. Now they're achieving 100% success for anyone on 100% autopilot, guaranteed. So it's kind of like these two guys, like that's saying us or something.
right. Well,
You go
that's
in,
exactly what it is, and that's why it doesn't show our face because they have to opt in to meet us in person, and then of
yeah.
course, that's us
And then when
giving
they
the
opt in,
presentation.
it'll be me and Tony here.
Right.
So kind of makes sense. But
And see, Greg says signups are not always sales. People can sign up and not pay the 25. Well, Greg, listen, that's what we were talking about before. If we're going to stress to them not to click that button unless they're ready to pay at least $34.95. They don't have to get into the RPM system, but they have to get into the National Wealth Center at least the $25 level. If they do not pay, we will handle that separately. We'll put you back in the rotation to get the next
yeah,
sign up. So you will, if you're next in line to get a sign up, it's a paid sign up. So don't worry that, oh man, I got the jerko that decided to click the button and not pay. Don't worry about it. We put you right back in manually. You're the next person to get a
yeah,
paid sign up.
yeah. And actually, Tony and I have spent a few $100s just to make sure that the rotator we're using, it's actually, God, the thing's coded for us. So it's actually got the ability to do that. So if something happened like that, we could take care of it right then and there. And what's cool about that is, you get put back in your same spot, and if that person decides to sign up later, you still got them. So,
Exactly. If
it's not
that
really a
does
bad
happen,
thing.
that inconvenience can turn out to be a freebie sale for you down the road if you work the lead, because you're going to have the lead. Absolutely.
Yeah. Shaw, I think that's Sean. No, I don't know. Shaw, if I just want to use the capture and landing page, is that okay? If so, what's the price? Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have the same identical sales funnel available to you for $19.95 per month. And to be honest with you, the reason it's $19.95 per month and not $10 a month is $10 of that $20 a month is actually we're using that money and putting it into the main sales funnel. Even though you might not be in it, your downline probably will be in it. So look at it like it's your way of contributing to the RPM system. In fact, if RPM system's not working, what good is the sales funnel replicating site on the side that you have? It's no good at all. So that's another reason we're pushing more traffic in addition to the people that are in the actual system.
Yeah.
So it'll be $20 a month, and that'll include everything you see right here, all the way to sign up process with preloaded messages, autoresponder messages. You'll be able to hook up your own Aweber to it, or they'll have a built-in autoresponder system in the system itself and on the platform.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are the ones doing this. You are a girlfriend. Yeah, exactly.
Tilo asked a question. If I were to purchase RPM for my own use, would the 100% guarantee still hold up, or is that only for the group? So if you're using this for your own use, you're basically they don't know the difference if this is the main funnel or something you're using. So, it's still.
Does it guarantee you success? No, because you're not in the sales funnel. Okay.
Yeah.
But the people.
Oh yeah.
But your sales funnel is going to say the same thing that this says. So when they join, if they get in the main RPM system, the $59, that's what's guaranteed. The $59.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not you doing it on your own, because we don't know your work ethic. You might buy the worst traffic on the planet. That's not our problem. So it's guaranteed if you're in the system.
Yep. Cooper says, put 59 in an investment in your business. That's cheap. No doubt. No doubt at all.
Yeah, you guys, like we've talked about before, I've spent over $150 to get one sale before just for a $25 sale. I mean, so even if you end up getting in it and you have to renew for $39, so what? When you do get that sale, even if they only come in at $25, look at it as eventually it's going to be $175 a month coming to you, not counting pass-ups, just off that one.
Yeah. I mean, guys, especially if they're coming in through the funnel, then
Mm-hmm.
they're probably there's probably a 99% chance that they're going to use the funnel. So
Right, right.
so their success is. I mean, you can't find. It's like you could spend $150 and get a sign up using postcards or something. Now, if that person uses postcards and they are terrible at talking on the phone, or they don't respond to the emails people are sending them, you can't guarantee they're going to actually duplicate. But you just
Exactly.
pay $59, get a sign up with this, and they use the same funnel. We're getting the sales for them, so you don't have to worry about them duplicating. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. I mean, it's the duplication that's making this. Geez, if we charge $200 and like we could charge you $200 and make it a guarantee. You know, we guarantee you a sale for $200.
Yeah.
You know, we could do that, and we'll be able to get you a sale. But we want it to be affordable for everybody, and so that way you can get it for $59, and maybe you'll get a sale up to 50. Hopefully, you'll get a sale up to $59. So now it only costs you 59. So this way you can monitor your progress in the rotator and pay the least amount possible to get each sign up.
Yeah.
It makes it the
Yeah.
most cost effective and more, and it's it's attractive for everybody now. You know.
Right. Shaw asked, "Can you use GetResponse with this system?" Yeah. If you're using the replicated, you can use GetResponse or Aweber. They'll both integrate.
Is the system designed for only one sale per week for now?
No. One sale per person. I mean, well, it's not. It's designed to get as many sales as possible. It's not. There's no limits.
Right, right. You can enter. It's all a matter of, yeah. If you're entering it every week, if you're maxing it out, put it in an entry every week, $59 each week, and keeping up on those rotations that you have, then yeah, you're going to be getting a sale every week eventually. That's what's going to happen. It's inevitable. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's designed to, it's flexible. It's all a matter of how many entries you have. If you come back in, if you renew it for the 39, if after the 14 days, if you don't have a sale.
Yeah. Keith asked, if it went for 4 weeks for some reason and you do not get a sign up and you renew at 59 again, do you keep your spot in rotation? So let's say, Keith, you're saying that if you got in and then you waited a couple weeks or something and didn't get back in again, if you did that, no, I mean, you'd be way out of rotation.
Here now, Keith, if you're saying if you go in for the 59, you keep your spot for 39, and you after 2 weeks goes by, which would be a total of 4 weeks, you still don't have a sale. It's still only 39 to keep that spot. Right. So all renewals, all re-entries on that existing position are 39. The only 59 is your initial entry per position, of course, correct. But it would only be another 39 to keep your spot.
Yeah.
And you'd be silly not to keep it, yeah, because you're probably at that point next in line for a sale.
Right, right. And guys, the key thing is if you're coming up on, let's say your expiration date's coming up, because there will be an expire date you can see on there. If it's coming up, then keep an eye on that. And if you're like just a spot away or 2 spots away, or even if you're not, and you want to get back in and keep your rotation, be sure to get to order your renewal within, what do we say, Tony? 12 hours?
Well, no, I think it was, what did we say? I think 24 hours. We'll have to figure that out, actually, because I think it was 24 hours.
Yeah, I think it was 24. It's plenty of time. So, let's see.
RPM, be operational. We mentioned that earlier, guys, that we're expecting this to be finished 2 weeks from Friday is our guesstimated date.
Yeah. Eddie asks, what's the difference between, now from North Carolina, that looks like y'all. What's the difference between y'all's website? I don't know. What's the difference between the 2 websites? See below. Between the replicated and the main funnel, I think he's asking.
What's the difference between the website? I don't know.
Yeah, he said, what's the difference between
Well, there's going to be no difference in looks. The only difference is going to be the fact that you're marketing your website where all the leads go to you. You're marketing on your own. You're not in the $59 deal. I mean, unless you're doing that on the side in addition, but you're doing your own marketing. you're sharing it to people, and you know, you could put this on Facebook, you guys. I mean, this is going to convert way better than any NWC sales funnel. Okay.
Yeah, or anything.
So that's yeah, or anything. So that's the whole idea, is to take it and go crazy with it on the side to supplement your RPM, whether you're in RPM or not.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, go out there, guys. You know, you see all that stuff out there. People saying, you know, generate or blah blah blah. They've probably got all these nice little catchy things they're posting out there on Facebook. But when you post something like 100% success, 100% automated, we get the sales for you, guys. People are going to have to check that out. I would check that out and be like, what are they doing? You know. So
I'm gonna go back to my warm market, like we talked before. You know, I mean,
yeah,
they don't have to do anything. You know, I got friends and family. I'll be like, don't do anything. If you don't want to work it, you don't have to.
just yeah, buy in.
Sit back.
And Carlos, make sure I didn't skip anybody. So Tony asks, so we can get at a max 4 sales per month through the team co-op? Not necessarily. If you buy into it and for some reason you get a sell in a couple days, I mean, you could be getting sales every few days.
Yeah, well, right.
It just
depends. Well, yeah. We should probably specify, if you get a sale, you can come right back in even though it hasn't been a week.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no limits on that. Carlos says, look at it this way, guys. The cost of the program compensates for lack of skill. So $60 is nothing to get a sale. Yeah, absolutely. And some people, even with skill, have a lot of trouble getting a sign up for marketing, you know, under $60. So
absolutely. Yeah, you guys, you're getting more than $60 worth of marketing for your $60 because we're adding to it. Plus, we get the discount because we're, you know, getting it in bulk. You know.
Yeah. We got a question. Hey guys, once we're in the RPM system, which link do we use? Our capture page or our NWC link? You won't have to do any of that. If you're using the main funnel, the actual RPM system, then you just give us your username, your National Wealth Center username. And there's a couple of reasons for this. For one thing, it's easier for y'all. We can just put it in there for you, and we take care of all that. It's going to go to your join link. And number two, with the new site that's coming out, the new National Wealth Center site, we can see our entire downline. So if somebody somehow sneaks into RPM somehow, we got their username, and we can see that they're not in our downline, then they'll be booted out quicker than than they paid for it. So there's a couple reasons for that, but for one thing, it's just easier for y'all. So you don't have to worry about that. No, you don't have to worry about giving the correct link or anything. Just your username. We'll take care of it.
And like Brandon said, it's not even going to your affiliate site. It's going straight to the sign up page. They're not even going to see the National Wealth Center website. It's just going to be right to the sign up page.
Yeah. Is the regular co-op still working? Yeah. Keith, the co-op this week, like we say, like I have on my site, and I think Tony does too, it could take up to 14 days to start. Today is actually the 14-day mark for when we place the order for the one before last. So I talked to Justin today, the guy who's doing the solo ad or sending our traffic for us, and he said it should be starting tonight. I do apologize because I personally sent out something on our team Facebook page saying it started because I saw it click and I thought, oh, it started. I was wrong. He was just testing the click. So yeah. So anyway, it should be starting tonight.
And yes, this is going to take place of the current co-op. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there won't be any need for it.
Yeah, there won't be any need. We're using him for the traffic. And just so you know, we won't have that big waiting period. He's going to be ready to rock and roll the second we open the gates. So.
Right. Yeah, we've already talked about that. So yeah, and I think we've talked with Justin, and he knows that we're going to be we're going to be putting a lot of money in his pocket. So he knows that that we need his utmost attention in getting that traffic quick. So. Eddie asked, any word when the new NWC site will be up? No, we know about as much as you guys know at this point. We haven't been given a link to test anything out yet, so I would estimate within 2 weeks, but that's an estimate. No, not calculated on anything. Greg, so is the RPM going to be the main marketing tool, or are we still going to have the co-op and postcards? We'll still have postcards. We won't have the co-op. We still have postcards and all of the other training we have because it all works. But this will obviously, dominate everything. This will
Yeah, we're
be what
gonna.
a lot of people are looking for.
Yeah, we'll have a postcard for this as well. So.
Right. Yeah. Because, a lot of people will prefer to because some people can market on Facebook free all day long and get signups all day long. I've never been great at that, but some people can do it, and they would much rather do that than to spend any money. So, Tony asks, for those who are paying for my capture page or pay me residual, using the RPM for $19.95 would be a better personal capture page. Yeah, and also, guys, and we mentioned this before, I'm going to be creating some regular capture pages too that aren't that are more generalized for National Wealth Center. If for some reason you just wanted to give them information about National Wealth Center, so I'm going to have those options for you available too, and you can just choose which capture pages you want to use. And just like you do with Pay Me Residual now and my capture page, in fact, this system is built on the same software that they use. So anything you do with those systems, you can pretty much do with this. Carlos says, you foresee several paid signups per day, right? Yeah, and it's going to fluctuate just like any other marketing. Some days are going to be better than other days because it's just, how a list works and how people come through. So, yeah. Carlos says, eventually. Yeah. Because here's the thing, guys. This system's going to pick up momentum. And with the autoresponder series that we're going to have in place, for some of you guys, and I know Carlos will definitely understand this because he's been doing this for a little while. As you build your list, which RPM is going to have its own list, as you build your list doing any kind of marketing, it builds momentum. That's why you guys see me having signups, very often. It's not because I'm just out there killing it every day. It's because I've built my list to where people are just gradually coming in every so often. So yes, this RPM is going to have a huge list, and that's what's going to propel it.
And like I said, every Tuesday we're going to do a webinar and blast a broadcast to that entire list, which each week it's growing and growing and growing, sending them to the webinar where we're going to do all the selling. So yeah. That's going to close. So there's going to be I'm sure there'll be a big spike every Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. Yeah. Margaret says, is it international? Absolutely. Anybody with a internet connection can use this. And that's another thing that's good, because some of this other stuff like postcards, you can do it. It's a little more expensive across seas. You got to order through the website, but you can do postcards across seas. But this will be just super easy for them to just jump in and do. It doesn't matter if they speak English either. We're doing it for them. She's guaranteed signups as an ad. It's not deceptive. Yeah.
Yeah, to a point. We'll get into that, you guys. Right now we're just trying to get this thing operational, and then we're gonna do banners and all that stuff. So.
That's great, guys. Can't wait. Thanks for your leadership. Yeah. Yeah, and Greg said RPM will expedite our business. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Great questions, guys. Now, we haven't even touched on another thing we were going to mention. So we talked about, if you want to go back and see the full workshops we've done before, we got all the details on the system. That's one thing I was going to mention. We mentioned that I'm going to be flying out to Arizona, and me and Tony are going to be shooting some videos together not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. And we're also going to be, and I mentioned we're going to do a YouTube channel just for this. And you better believe, guys, we're going to get this on the front page for the keyword National Wealth Center. There's going to be a lot of haters out there, but we're going to get it up there. And
it's going to it's going to feed right into the main RPM sales funnel, you guys.
Right.
So that's free traffic that you're not even paying for. That's helping fuel it. In addition to, of course, everybody that has a replicating site, we're taking half of that, $20 a month, putting that into buying more traffic. So you guys, you're getting so much more traffic than you're paying for, than you would on the site.
Yeah. Mike asked a good question, and Mike, I know personally I spoke with you today, and I think your wife teaches French. If you can get with me on that, because if we can translate it like the real way, like really translate it, not Google, uh, then I might be willing to replicate the page into different language. Now that won't be like from day one. I won't have that done, but we could probably do that later on. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that you mentioned that today. So we could do that. If somebody else wants to do Spanish, we could do the same thing. But just give us some time. We got to get this thing up and going and testing it and get it going first. Yeah, Spanish first for USA. I agree. Spanish is probably a lot bigger market. Definitely a bigger market. All right. And another thing we're going to mention is we're going to be doing some specials pre-launch. Tony, do you want to cover that?
Oh, yeah, so what we're going to do, you guys, this is only valid from now until the time we launch in 2.5 weeks. Okay, and the main reason that we're going to offer this, just to be straight up, is because we put so much money into this. We look at it, well, if we could get some of that back, then great. And this is your chance to take advantage of us, basically. So what we're going to do is, well, you might not, some of you guys on here might not know, but what we do, if you want to join the $1,000 level, what we do is we comp you at the $50 and the $100 monthly level for a full 6 months. So we actually give you $900 worth of comps right there, so you don't have to pay the $50 and $100. You just pay the $25 level for 6 months if you come in at the $1,000. And then, of course, the company gives you the $250 level comped and qualifies you. Well, what we're going to do in addition to that, so we're still doing that. That's an ongoing special that our team does. But from now until we launch RPM, if you come in at the $1,000 level, we're actually going to give you 2 rotations. Okay, so that's 2 $50 rotations. Now, of course, if you want to, if for some reason don't get a sale and you want to keep that rotation, that's up to you. But you'll have 2 paid entries into the rotation. Okay. And we're also going to pay your replicating website the $20 per month for the RPM sales funnel for 6 full months. Okay, so you'll be able to. So that's another $120 right there that we're giving you. Okay, again, this is only from now until the time we launch. Okay, if you come in at the $3,500 level, in case you don't know, our ongoing thing that we do is we pay your $50 and $100 monthly for 2 full years. That's $3,600 in comps right there, plus the $1,000 and $250 levels comped by the company and qualified for you, and you're going to still get all that. In addition to that, we're going to give you 4 entries into the RPM system, 4 paid $59 entries. It would be 4 consecutive weeks, okay? And then you would have the RPM sales funnel, the $20 a month for life. Paid for life. Never have to pay for the sales funnel. Okay. Again, and this is only between now until the time that we launch.
Right. Right. So that covers. That's about everything I had here. Yeah, and Margaret asked, "Will we be able to send our leads to your YouTube, and they'd be ours?" Yeah, I mean, if you send them to the YouTube video, there's going to be a link that goes to the main funnel. So you're driving traffic to everybody in the system.
Yeah, well, you won't. Yeah, you don't want to send your lead to that, because then if they do sign up off of that channel, they're going to get in the main sales funnel and go to somebody in rotation.
Which could be you. If you're next, you may want to do
that. Yeah. Now, if you see that you're the next, you just so happen to be the next one in line, then yeah, there you go. But but yes, yeah. You probably wouldn't want to do that,
Yeah. But then again, you can get the replicated system and just send them to that.
Well, right. If it's right, exactly.
Yeah. Good questions, guys.
Thanks, Tony. See, Cooper says great stuff. All right, I think that's about all the time we have there. Brandon, you got to get on another call now.
Yeah, guys. If you want to continue your training for tonight, I'm going to be doing a double header tonight. Peter asked me at the last minute to do some training on the NWC. It's actually not even for National Wellster. It's just generalized training for MLM and network marketing. So if you want to be on that call, you should be on the newsletter, and you should have gotten an email about it. Anyway, I'll be one of the guest speakers. I think there's 3 of them on there. and I'll be going over mindset training if you want to be on that. So.
Real quick, says when and where can we buy the shares? Janice says it's going to be not until we launch. So just stay updated with us. And you know we're not going to give you a date right now because we're not there yet. You know, so just
Yeah, I want to mention this too because everybody's like, man, let me know when I'm going to be in. Let me know when it's going to launch so I can get in first. And here's the thing, guys. We can't really do that. I mean, that would be unfair for us to let 2-3 people in ahead of everybody, so we won't do that. But stay tuned to our emails. So, like, you know, if you know it's coming up soon, just be watching out.
It's all a matter of who's paying attention. If you're paying attention, then you're going to have the advantage. That's the bottom line.
Maybe 3 a.m. for you. No, I doubt we'll be up doing that.
Yeah. Can I make a reservation? No,
yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah. But here's the thing, guys. Whether you get in first or last, yeah, you get in first, you get the first sales. You get in later, you know, it's building up momentum.
Yeah, exactly. You get in later, you're gonna get. Yeah, it's all gonna even out because you're gonna be getting the sales from people that paid for 2 weeks ago. You know, because they're starting to convert now. So there's benefits to both, the beginning, middle, and end. You know, so.
Carlos asked a really good question. Can we start promoting the launch? Yeah, I wouldn't give any set dates or anything like that, but if you want to mention it, you can. The reason why I was hesitant to mention it before is because I didn't want to delay anybody of getting signed up and getting in. Because a lot of, you know, some people will say, oh, I'll just wait for that, you know. So I'd rather people just go ahead and get in. But if you want to mention it to people, you know, it may not delay them getting in. They may go ahead and get in and say, man, you got that coming along? Sure, let me go ahead and get on board. So
well, you could tell them because it's going to be available to us before anybody else. So if they're on the team, they're going to have first dibs, you know, to get into the system. Absolutely.
Thanks, guys, for all of your hard work. This will be the best thing since bread. Sure thing. Now, he didn't say sliced bread, just bread. Be there pre-launch. Would be a great recruiting tool. Well, you can promote that they will be there. Yeah, they will be there for the pre-launch. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, great questions tonight.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. We're right on an hour. Perfect timing. So that's going to be it for. Where's the sign-up link at? I don't know if you've been on the whole time, but it's we got a couple weeks yet. So.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you want to learn in more detail about the system and how it works, then I would go back and look at our previous workshop. The week before last was really good.
Yeah, it was the last one we did, but it was 2 weeks ago. But it was the very last one we did. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know some of you guys are new and you're like, this sounds great. Well, what is this? so go check that out.
Cool. Thanks for your hard work. Thanks, Yusuf.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming out, and you know, just stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on this, and yeah, keep rocking it out, guys. We've got all the training, so you know, we don't even need this system, but God, is it going to be nice to have it? So, keep using the training like we have been. It works. So, but it's just something really to look forward to. So,
you got it. All right, guys. You got it. Oh yeah, it's going to make things a lot easier for everybody. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you guys next week.